October 4th, 1999. As Phyrexian powers grow, so too do the heroes who step up to contest it in Marcadian masks. We arrive back on the deck of the Weatherlight, where our two filthy casuals reunite with their old crew. As the end of the millennia draws to a close and Magic the Gathering exits the massively powerful Urza block, we'll continue to see powerful and desirable spells and vistas such as Bribery, Rishadan Port, and Magistrate Scepter. Will our filthy casuals realize the threat before it's too late, or will they capsize the ship, dashing all hope of stopping the Phyrexian threat?
You thought this would be a serious dive into Magic's insane backlog of iconic sets, alongside two professional players? This isn't anything close, but if you want to watch two clowns who started the game after the borders changed from this to this, then look no further. Join us as we open packs from each set, moving in chronological order, expanding our ever-growing collection and, of course, trying to one-up each other each episode. We're not your power gamer racking up wins at your local game store. We're just a couple of filthy casuals, and this is our progression series. Did you clap? Was that like a super fast clap?
Yeah. Trying to catch you off guard.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between. My name's Kieran.
My name's Colin.
And we are back, even if Colin wants to hijink me. And we are Filthy Casuals, where we always buy WotC products, even when we say we're not going to.
Mm-hmm.
Especially me.
Just suckers.
Yeah. But yeah, Colin, we're back. Episode 4 of Season 4, 44.
What does 44 mean to you, the audience? Let us know. Maybe this can be your episode.
Is 44 your 69? Let us know in the comments. Anyways, we are here, and we are going out of Urza. We're leaving Urza. We're pulling out of Urza, okay? Urza's had enough.
Okay.
Yeah, it was destiny, and now it's over. And now we're going back to the Weatherlight, you know? We prefer it in a group, you know? Urza's...
What's going on? I know it's been a while,
this
but...
episode, it might make sense soon, don't worry. So Weatherlight, and we're back with Marcadian Masks, a set that introduces a new block around the Weatherlight. So it's going to be a whole new adventure with Gerard Capuchan and the crew. So
we're back with the homies.
We're back with the homies, yeah. And just want to say a big thank you to all of those who have waited patiently for episode 3. That one took a while to get out, and we had a bit of editing issues, but we eventually got through it, and we're trying to get back on track. We're trying to get the train engines going again.
Locomotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we appreciate it. And like we say every time, we're not going anywhere fast, so even if we take a while to put out an episode, we will always put out the next.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah, we're grinding through this. We've committed.
We're in too deep. Sunken cost fallacies.
Exactly. Can't turn back.
Yeah, we have over 400 subscribers, Colin. 435 subscribers last I checked. And you watching could be 436 or higher.
Unless you're already subscribed.
That's right. Which you should definitely think about. But even more so than that, if you like this video and want to see more of it, it would be a great pleasure to like and leave a comment. And even more so, I really do believe this. I don't care if you subscribe. I care if you share it with your Magic groups and Magic friends, because I think that gets out the word a little better. Of course, if you
share it with people.
If you want to subscribe, that's just an extra bonus. So.
Yeah, then you'll know when our next episode comes out. Eventually.
True. Damn, this is the hardest we've shilled for that in a while.
I know. We're desperate.
We even used the S word. You made us use the S word. That aside, we are going to jump into Marcadian Masks in our progression series. We're chugging along on our pathway to modern. So, Colin, do you want to go check out the cards?
Yep.
All right. We're here. So, Marcadian Mask, 350 card set. So we're never going to get what we want.
Amazing.
And,
I love it already.
This was notable for a few reasons, one of which was this was the first set, I believe, that was not under the reserve list. So all the sets prior to this are, I think, have been put on the reserve list. Mercadian's Mask and further, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but that's what I read. So,
Like reserve list how?
so like they can, the reserve list is a list of cards that Wizards of the Coast has at least stated they will not print again. So they won't, like Black Lotus, you know, they're not going to print Black Lotus again. They're not going to print cards
that's
from
like
Legends
excluding
again.
like the core stuff. So like it's like how Armageddon is going to be printed.
Yeah, I think some
a
core stuff
bajillion
must
times.
be. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't think so. There must be some exceptions. I didn't read the fine detail, but everything from Mercadian Mask, I guess, in theory, could be reprinted, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of cards that we have seen before in different borders and such. So, other than that, Mercadian Masks, yeah, like I said, the Weatherlight is back, and it's a new journey with them. I'm sure there was something else interesting about the set, but my memory is fading. So,
I know nothing about this set.
yeah,
honestly.
yeah, I really don't either, to be honest. I'm not a huge. This is out of my wheelhouse. Some of the older stuff I know, but now we're kind of in the stuff that is like old, but I also am unfamiliar with. And in that spirit, I thought it would be funny, instead of looking up what the notable cards are and like talking about them, we're just gonna go down and like try to spot what we can. And so maybe, you know, I think that's the most filthy casual thing to do, and we might try to do it going forward.
It'll put some targets on our backs. I don't know. It'll be fun. We'll see what happens.
Well, you know, and then you can get the
what do
people...
we value?
Exactly. There'll be people watching that are like, "Oh my God, you passed by that card. It's so good," and I'm gonna be like, "Listen, we're just filthy casuals." So.
Yeah, but did you see all the goblin cards?
But did you see Assembly Hall for 5 mana? I hate artifact. If an old artifact is 4 or 5 mana, I automatically think it's gonna be shit. Let's see if that pans out. Assembly Hall, 5 mana, pay 4, tap, reveal a creature in your hand, search your library for a copy of that card, and put the card in your hand, then shuffle your library. Pretty bad.
Not great.
It's just too expensive. 9 mana for a tutor.
Yeah.
It's like when you can pay 1 mana for a tutor. It's pretty crap. I guess.
And like the other creature has to be in your hand already. Too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
pretty shitty. Bargaining table. 5 mana, pay X, draw a card. X is the number of cards in an opponent's hand. So your opponent has to have like 2 cards in their hand or less for that to be worth it.
Right. Because or else you just be dumping
paying like 3 or 4 mana for a card. Yeah. So. You know, that one's not. See, we're such filthy casuals that I'm even looking at going like, well, if I could pay 0 mana, I could pay 1
I was gonna say, if you're
for...
playing a discard deck.
Yeah, there's probably a shelf.
Like empty someone's hand and then just draw cards for free.
That's
I mean, it's a lot of effort.
It is a lot of effort. We have Black Market. That's a pretty notable one. 5 mana, and whenever a creature is put in a graveyard, you get a charge counter, and then you get a bunch of black mana for all the charge counters on it. It's a little expensive, better for Commander, I think, but for our format, maybe.
The one that stood out to me just was Brawl. I mean, my head's in fight mechanics
Brawl,
these days.
5 mana.
5 mana instant. Until the end of turn, all creatures gain tap. This creature deals combat damage equal to its power to target creature. So I think it's like interesting, at least, because you know the priority is kind of janky all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's good if you have a board. It's really bad if you don't.
Oh, totally.
I do like
but
that
even
it's an instant. It's an instant.
Yeah, it's a red instant that honestly could result in a huge board wipe.
That's true. Yeah, no, that is true. If you can play it instance, I feel like a lot of these cards are like, if you played it at the right moment, it's gonna be great,
Totally.
and then like 7 out of 10 times it's gonna be garbage.
Oh, totally. Yeah, it's like the legwork is just too intense.
Yeah. You know what won't be garbage? I actually hope I open one of these. Bribery. 5 mana, search your opponent's library for a creature, put it under play under your control.
That's good.
That's really good.
That's really
I mean, it's not good if you're playing like a goblin deck, but if you're playing any worms or anything big, 5 mana,
or even
pick something out.
Yeah, even just getting like
Arcady Sabbath or something.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
A key card out of someone's deck under your control.
Yep. And the amount of times we play the same colors, it probably works out for us.
It's true, yeah.
Chomano, Revolutionary. That's I think that's an important character in the story, but I don't know why.
Rebel Legend.
Yeah, they introduced 2 new creature types, mercenaries and rebels. So that could be fun. But yeah, this one is prevent all damage that would be dealt to him. So you can't you have to kill spell him with the kill spell.
That's
Otherwise
pretty
he's unkillable.
4 mana, 2/2. I mean, I guess if you're using him as a blocker, like,
Yeah.
it's pretty sweet.
Or putting a lot of enchantments on him or something.
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy is actually a really cool card. 5 mana, black enchantment, and you choose a creature type. Creatures you control and creature cards in your graveyard, hand, and library are of the chosen type. So if you played Conspiracy, you could go Goblin Matron for anything in your deck. Or Goblin Tutor, or what the fuck is that card called? The one that puts them on top of your deck?
Goblin Recruiter.
Yeah, so Goblin Recruiter could stack any number of your creatures from your library on top of your deck.
Seems pretty sick.
Oh, Food Chain, I think, is notable. 3 mana enchantment, and you can exile a creature from the game that you control, and you get X mana of any color, where X is the removed creature's mana cost +1, but it can only be used to spend on creature spells.
Interesting.
You basically get to recycle your creatures into bigger creatures.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Birthing Potish effect.
Kind of, yeah. You don't
But
get to
not
go
like
through the
search for
library.
it. Yeah.
But like you could hypothetically ramp into something pretty quickly with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think General's Regalia. Do you see that one?
Yeah.
I think that's Squeeze outfit.
Oh, really?
The flavors text even says a uniform fit for a goblin.
Amazing.
High Market is also a very good land.
Yeah.
Tap for colorless, or you get a tap and sacrifice a creature. It's just like a sacrifice outlet built into a land.
I'm also seeing Ivory Mask. Another good one that I've seen pop up in
Ooh.
Commander.
Anti-fireball tech?
Yeah.
Probably way more
these
powerful
white cards
for
coming
us.
in.
Yeah, there you go. Finally. After all these years.
Oh, Mercadian Atlas isn't terrible.
I don't believe you. It's an artifact for 5 mana.
At the end of your turn, if you didn't play a land this turn, you may draw a card. I think that's better than the legendaries.
Sure,
looked at.
it's fine. It's not bad. It's better. It's definitely the better of the ones we've looked at. Cause like,
I think too, cause like what was happening really early on and when we were doing this was we would kind of spin out and then just be top decking, like waiting for someone to draw a card.
That's true, and usually we don't need to play
it would
lands.
be really good at getting us out of that.
That is a good point.
But that seems to happen less and less now. So.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. I think that it might be playable.
Yeah, it might be like side deckable, just in case.
True.
I don't know.
Yeah, like a control matchup. Rishadan Port is another good land. Tap for colorless, or pay 1 and tap it to tap a land. So you can actually like lock your opponent out of mana with it.
Okay.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet actually.
Yeah, I feel like there's like combos you can do with it. I know it's a pretty expensive card. Oh, there, Squee. There you go. Squee, Goblin Nabob.
Squee?
You got your Squee.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, he's even wearing the robes.
Beginning of your upkeep, if Squee, Goblin Nabob is in your graveyard, you may return it to your hand.
Interesting. For 3 mana for a 1/1.
He's a sacrifice outlet.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, this is pretty good. Arms Dealer. This is an uncommon. You might be able to get it. 3 mana Goblin for 1/1. So it is a 3 mana 1/1. If you pay 2 mana, sack a Goblin, deal 4 damage to target creature.
That's pretty good.
It's too bad it doesn't do it to player, otherwise it'd be really strong.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess yeah. Creature makes it less exciting. But I guess it's a good way to like, because usually with the goblins the board is wide, so you can blow up something a little too big to get around.
That's true. Yeah, it could be a sideboard Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Hunted Wumpus. Hunted
Wait, what?
Wumpus, green on the right side.
Oh yeah.
Hunted Wumpus, best card. 4 mana, 6/6.
Wow, value.
That's all.
Don't tell me the downside.
Don't worry about it. It's just a 4 mana 6/6. You don't have to worry about it, Colin. Don't read the text on it.
Oh my god.
When it comes into play, each other player may put a creature from their hand on the battlefield. You know what though?
It's not like
It's not
in some
the worst.
circumstances, not terrible.
No, imagine you're playing a Goblin deck, and
That's
I'm playing
true.
a 4 mana
drop
6/6.
a
You get a
6/6.
1/1 like with
I
haste.
can't even arms dealer him.
Exactly. I actually don't hate it. I don't hate it. Yeah, Spell Shapers is another. I don't know if it's a new for this set, but they all revolve around discarding cards. Larceny is actually kind of interesting. 5 mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, they have to discard a card from their hand. Could be very
That's pretty
mean.
good.
Yeah.
5 mana.
If you're going wide, you could really screw
Yeah.
someone over. I've always really liked Soothsaying. It's a 1 mana blue enchantment, and you can pay 5 mana to shuffle your library, and you can pay X to basically just like scry to the top that many cards. I don't know. It's a weird card, but it's like low cost, so it has some utility.
Brainstorm is getting reprinted. Did we have full playsets of that yet?
I don't think
we
I do.
have. No, I don't think
I have
do
like
either.
2 or 3. I think one of us has 2, one of us has 3, or something like that.
What's the common? So there you go.
Mm,
You can fill out our Brainstorm
there you go.
copies. You know, I feel
Giant
like
caterpillar.
yeah. Funny enough, I was actually stopping at the next card, which was Gush. So I'm pretty sure I've seen this card before. It's like 5 mana, but you can instead return 2 islands to your hand rather than pay the mana cost to draw 2 cards
It's not bad.
at instant speed. Like, it's not great, but I feel like if you have the right combo, it could be good. Like, maybe it's more of a late game commander card or something. I don't know. I feel like I've heard Gush, the word Gush.
Mm-hmm.
Gushy magic. I don't know. Might be something to keep an eye on.
Yeah. Goblin that just deals 1 damage out the gate. Kyrene
Beginning of
Sniper.
your upkeep, you may have it deal 1 damage to target player. Oh yeah, it's a
It's a
3
3
mana
mana 1/1.
fucking 1/1.
Let's go.
Uh,
Retake that Goblin tech.
we take it. Oh, Vendetta. That's actually pretty good removal. 1 black mana instant, destroy a non-black creature, but it can't be regenerated. You lose life equal to its toughness. That's 1 black instant, destroy non-black creature.
It's pretty good.
It seems pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, losing life sucks, but yeah. Oh my god, this muscle guy below it.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, Waterfront Bouncer.
Perfect. That's a good way to end it. And that's Marcadian Masks. 350 cards.
There's a lot.
There's a lot going on. I feel like the more and more we do this, the more and more it invalidates the rest of our old collection. The collection we desperately need to housekeep on at some point.
One day.
One day.
We should just that can be a live stream.
Yeah, just live stream us cleaning out our collection.
Yeah.
Just to give you guys some insider baseball, me and Colin have a public collection which you guys have access to be able to see. And that has all the cards that we've ever opened. And then we, just to make it more manageable, we have private collection on a different account and a different thing where we actually will take cards out that we just feel like we're never going to play with again. And just keeps it more manageable when we're making decks.
Yeah.
If you guys have any recommendations for deck making software, though, or collection software,
Totally.
I mean,
That'd
we
be
would
sweet.
upgrade. Deckbox has been good to us. But the more cards in the collection, the harder it becomes to make decks. So
Yeah, the threshold is
it's becoming more.
we're getting there, I think.
Yeah, that's true. But Colin, you got some ground to make up now,
I do.
and I actually, you know what though, I'm a generous person. Okay,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
a generous person. We got our Wilburg's wheel. You got your Wheel of Fortune, but I also have another gift for you. And I haven't told Colin this before filming. This is brand new information. So Colin's reaction is completely unfabricated. I haven't slept since yesterday.
Wow.
I did not sleep last night.
Why? What
So
did you
I was
do?
working. I have another game development thing I'm working on, and I spent the entire night on it because we had a big team meeting this morning. So it's Saturday. We're filming on a Saturday. I haven't slept since Friday morning. So you are working with a completely sleep-deprived Kieran. And furthermore, I'm going to be at my standing desk. I'm not gonna go down. I'm gonna stand the entire time while we're filming. So by the end of this filming, I'm gonna be physically and mentally exhausted. It's balls in your court, my dude.
It's true. I was gonna say I was up till 2 a.m. writing graphs.
Yeah, and you have a headache. I know. You kind of like it does even out a little bit. So.
But I feel like you definitely have the worst of the spread here.
Can I generate enough mental fortitude to win a game of Magic?
I have some advice for you, Kieran.
Yeah.
Play goblins.
I mean, I've been drinking a lot of things with caffeine in them, so I've been running the motor pretty well. But Colin, without further ado, we got Marcadian Masks to put on and decks to build. So I will see you on the flip side. I'm bringing it all. I'm literally gonna use big brain energy today.
You're literally using 110% of your 20% currently available.
That's right.
Cool.
Anyways, good luck.
Good luck to you too, sir. See you on the other side. All right. We are back at the Wheel of Fortune. It kind of feels nice to get the Wheel of Fortune for Urza's Destiny. It's a pretty good set, so it's nice to pull from that. But yeah, without further ado, let's just hop right into it and see what we get. I clicked the wrong side. It's been a long time. I'm just going to click a bunch. You guys can probably hear it too. Just hoping for not 3 packs, because that's what I always get. We'll take it. Uncommon, common, wild card, ×2. That means I have to sit down and look the uncommons and commons and make a decision. Alright, so this card isn't particularly, maybe not the best pick, but I had some ideas for some counter decks, and I think it might be a nice little addition along the way. I think we're going to pick up 2 hunting moas. We'll see how controversial this is. But yeah, you know, I think green is slowly becoming a color that I'm more and more interested in playing in. So we'll grab 2 of these guys with our uncommon picks. We'll see how bad of a blunder this is once Kieran sees what I've done. Let's move on to Wooburg's Wheel. Alright, let's figure out what color we're going to be playing today. For Marcadian Masks, we're going to give it a few spins. Yeah, let's see what fate has in store. Looks like we're playing red. Okay. Pretty happy about that. I feel like red's a good color. It's got fireballs and stuff, right?
All right, everyone, we are back at Wooburg's Wheel. My sleep-addled brain was going to try to decipher what we're doing today. But you know what? Listen, I'll let you in on a secret, okay? I like winning. I do like winning. As anyone on Team Lang Gang knows, winning is the greatest. It's hands down the greatest. I'm gonna be rambling a lot because of how tired I am. I do like to have fun, and when I'm ahead, which I clearly am, in the series and in the season already, I like to have some fun. So I did notice that there are 2 new tribes in this set, Rebels and Mercenaries. So if we get a black or a white on the wheel, or maybe one of the other colors, and we get a critical mass on one of those, maybe we'll try to do a Rebel or Mercenary deck. And you know what, if Colin wins it because we play some jank, so be it. But we are going to see what we can spin on the wheel, and I'm hoping for anything. Green! We haven't seen green in a long time. God, it's been like, fuck, it feels like a season since we've seen green. I don't even remember what I have in green. Did Colin ban Sylvan Library? Yeah, he must have. I can't remember anything. It's been, for some further context, because of how long and all the stuff we did with the last episode and how long that took, we haven't filmed in like several weeks. So like my brain is in a completely different headspace. So maybe it'll make for some interesting ideas. But let's jump in, see what we can get in green, and we'll make a deck that will, you know, embarrass Colin more than already losing to a man who hasn't slept. Wish me luck.
Alright, look at this really intense guy riding a drake. I was gonna say merfolk, but I think it's just his little helmet. Yeah, let's see what we get. Obviously looking for good red stuff. A lot of cards, so hopefully get a few good rares. Can't complain. Okay, let's hop into it. Gonna do by rarity. Oh, nice. Right out the gate, Food Chain, which is a rare that we had talked about. It's the remove a creature you control from the game. Add X mana to any color to your mana pool, where X is the removed creature's converted mana cost +1. This mana may be spent only to play creature spells, so it's a good way of ramping and kind of like swapping creatures in and out. Yeah, not mad about that.
Okay, we are here, Marcadian Masks, and look at this art. Just for further context, my monitor is up here, so if you guys are just joining and you see me looking down a lot, it's because I have my laptop screen there, which has the game and the cards and stuff, and then me and Colin's faces are usually up here. So this art is actually really cool. I like it a lot. I kind of wish Magic, this is going to be a tangent, but Magic art has become very homogenized over the last like 20 years, and it's cool. Like, Magic art is some of the best art, fantasy art, hands down, in the industry. They have been experimenting with some of their like alternate arts and stuff, which I really appreciate, and getting some artists like even though a more controversial figure, but Seb McKinnon, for example, comes to mind as an artist that, you know, does different things. So like getting artists like that, perhaps without the controversy. And yeah, I just think that's cool. But I do kind of wish that they would sometimes take bigger risks and maybe do a full set with like an old school art or like a different kind of art. But alas, it is a marketable product, and Wizards of the Coast needs to make bank. So we are here with Marcadian Masks, and we're going to enjoy the art while it lasts. 18 packs, half a box. Let's see what we can open. All right, first pack here. Let's see what we get. Delaric. 7 mana, 6/6 trample. Sacrifice 3 black creatures instead of paying its mana cost. That's kind of cool. Everyone who's anyone knows that I like to play sacrificey black decks, so that'll fit right in. Susang's also very cool, and I think Snake Pit... No, Snake Pit's pretty bad, but no, No, you know what? Sue's saying, and this weirdo here, hypothetically, a free 6/6 for... Think about it this way. If you played Sengir Autocrat, you get 3 black Thrall tokens. That would immediately be able to play that. So there's some combos. There's some combo potential. All right, next pack here. Of course we get the 5-mana artifact, but to Colin's point, this is a 5-mana artifact that I do think maybe has a bit more merit. If you could pump this out with a Dark Ritual or something on turn 2 or 3, and then you start to get into turns where you don't play lands, it could actually generate a bit of card advantage. So we'll keep an eye out for that. I think we were looking at playing an artifact-based deck soon because we did get 2 Manticores, if I'm not mistaken, semi-recently, maybe in the last episode. Was it the last episode? I can't remember. But yeah, if we do play an artifact deck, that might be a card we want to play.
Scandalmonger's an interesting card. It's also a creature type monger, which I don't know if we've seen before. But yeah, it's a 4-mana, 3/3 monger. Pay 2, target player discards a card from his or her hand. Any player may play this ability, but only if he or she could play a sorcery. Or only if he or she could play a sorcery. So I guess that's just limiting it to the player's turn to do it. That seems pretty sweet. Maybe the only 4 deck matters. Oh my god, it is season 4, episode 4. We didn't roll blue or black though. Oh my god, this could be it. This could be the moment where only 4 actually works. Okay, we'll see. We'll keep it under wraps. We can't get too excited. Kieran can see us on the other screen right now.
Oh my god. Okay, so Eye of Ramos, 3 mana, taps for a blue, sacrifice it to add 1 blue. Okay, so you know what? 3 mana rock's not the best, especially when we're playing cards like Sol Ring, but it's a 3 mana rock that could in one turn generate 2 mana. So for that reason alone, I think it is interesting, but it's questionable. Let me know what you think in the comment section though. Do you think something like Eye of Ramos is worthwhile mana rock? We did get Gush though below that, so maybe we can figure out a way to use that. I haven't noticed too many interesting green cards. We did get a Spider Silk, I will mention, in the last pack. We didn't show the rest of the pack because there was really nothing to talk about. But Spider Silk is a 3 mana enchantment that gives your creatures +0/+1 and reach, so that is kind of cool.
Ooh, nice. We got a Brainstorm. Love to see those. Very nice. I know they get reprinted a lot, but it would be nice to get a playset as early as possible. Game Reserve's interesting. A 3 mana enchantment for potentially huge creatures. Huh. It's a shame that it's a rare, because it probably means it's the only copy I'm going to get of it. But yeah, it's freaking sweet if you have big chunky creatures that you can are better than your opponent's creatures that are not big and chunky.
Fuck. Have fun editing that, whoever you are. Jesus. Okay, next pack. Nice! We got a Bribery! Okay, we were talking about this in the set review. This is my kind of card. It's blue, which, you know, I like playing blue. I'm not a huge blue player, but I do like blue. Some of you might laugh because I have played a lot of blue in the past, in the series particularly. But Bribery is so cool because you pay 5 mana, you get to look through their entire deck, see what they're up to, and then pull their best creature out and put it on your side of the battlefield. Definitely got to play it, especially if it doesn't get banned and we get into later sets where like there are powerhouse cards like, I don't know, top of my head I'm thinking like Grizzlebrand, but you know, cards in that same vein where if we can pull it out of Colin's deck, he's gonna have a very, very bad time.
Oh my god, we got Squee. Crap, does that mean we have to play Squee because we got Squee and we rolled red? I don't know. What does he do again? It's a 3 mana 1/1. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Squee, Goblin, and a Bob is in your graveyard, you may return Squee hand. So sacrifice outlets. So like red black maybe? I don't know, I'll have to think about this. We want sacrifice outlets though. And maybe just a ton of goblins.
Alright, next pack here. Oh no! No! I swear to God, if I open a 3rd Mercadian Atlas, I will say it now. If I open a 3rd Mercadian Atlas, I will play all 3 copies in the deck today. That is a shame. I mean, I guess if you could stack a few copies on the battlefield, you could get a lot of card drop. I don't know. That's a bit of copium from my part.
Ooh, we have a Death Gazer too. Interesting. Death Gazer blocks. Comes blocked by a non-black creature, destroy that creature at the end of combat. Basically Death Touch. Interesting.
More shitty artifacts. 4 mana, choose a creature in your control and a creature opponent controls. Flip a coin. If you win the flip, destroy the creature the opponent controls. If you lose the flip, destroy the creature you control. Oh god, that's so bad. No. Oh, we're moving past that. We're not looking at these anymore. I already know the rare because I accidentally scrolled a little too far. It is green, but it costs 5 mana. So it's Rushword Elemental, 5 mana, 4/4 trample. Beneath your upkeep, you may put a +1 counter on it. Honestly, if we were going to go in a mono green strategy today, and there is a deck I believe we played that used mono green and that liege card that can like turn Colin's lands into forests, there could be something there. I miss my Sylvan Libraries though.
Armistice? Armistice? Or not Armistice. Armistice. Whatever it's called. 3 mana enchantment. Pay 5. You draw a card and target opponent gains 3 life. Doesn't seem particularly good. Heavy cost, but I don't know. It's an okay rare. The more interesting card I think is Afterlife in this pack. It's a 3 mana instant. Destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. Its controller puts a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying into play. The 1/1 flyer could be a problem, but honestly, like a kill spell in white is pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh, and we did get a copy of Vendetta. I actually think this is a legitimately usable card. Maybe not against like 4/4s or 5/5s, but like anything less than that, 1 mana instant destroy, I will definitely take it. The original Fatal Push. Probably not. All right, we got Crackdown, 3 mana, non-white creatures with power 3 or greater don't untap. Huh. That is kind of a 3 mana Meek Stone against white, non-white creatures. That's interesting. If we were to get another copy of that, again, probably not because it's a rare, although I did get 2 copies of that fucking artifact. But if we were to get another copy of this, I think that could make for a nice sideboard in a mono-white deck. Colin banned Meekstone, so that shows how much he hates this sort of effect. And Intimidate, it's not the worst either, you know? It is 5 mana, but basically gives all of your creatures fear, which means they can't be blocked except by artifacts or black creatures. So essentially making all your artifacts... oh, goddamn. You know I'm tired. Make all your creatures unblockable. Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, nice. Another Brainstorm. That is sick. We got the playset. I think we got the playset, right? I don't know. We have a lot of Brainstorms at the very least. But that's nice. Very nice to pick that up in this set. Black Market also seems interesting. I'm just really trying to find a way we can make Squee work in a cool way.
Next pack. Two-headed dragon. I almost said giant. 6 mana, 4/4. Pay 2 mana, give it +2/+0. And it can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. It can block 1 additional creature. That's not terrible. I think in like a mono red Tron deck, that could be fun. Just dumping a lot of mana into it and just killing Colin in one swell swoop. One fell swoop? Not one swell. Not one swell foop. We also got Soothsaying, a second copy of that. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any ideas on how to use Soothsaying in an interesting way. I've always loved the card, but I don't really know any combos with it. So if you do, let me know.
Hunted Wumpus, let's go. Also Wave of Reckoning isn't that bad either. 5 mana, each creature deals to itself damage equal to its power. Like you could build your whole deck around that and kind of make it an offensive board wipe. Obviously depending on what creatures your opponent has, but it's not bad. Could be really good. Theme of this set could be good in the right circumstance. Ooh, we got an Arms Dealer. Nice. Nice. Love to see it, making goblins a reality, I guess. Ooh, we got another Vendetta as well. Interesting, we're developing a really interesting set of cards here. Still don't particularly know what I want to do. Also, Hammer Mage. It's a pretty good pack. Crackdown, not a bad card. Arms Dealer, not a bad card. Hammer Mage, not a bad card. Vendetta, not a bad card.
Oh shit! Oh, we got a foil island! We got a foil island! To be honest, this is probably worth a few bucks. Foil cards in any of these old sets are worth a nice penny. And, you know, foil lands in particular, I'd be very curious to know how much a foil Mercadian Mask Island costs. Alright, we're getting into the bottom third here. What the hell is this? Cornered Market, 3 mana. Players can't play spells or non-basic lands with the same name as a card in play. Huh. Not bad. Maybe if he's playing like a goblin deck, that would be pretty okay, but we got our Hunted Wumpus. As a side note, I might actually sideboard Hunted Wumpus for the lulz, because I do think it would be good against like a goblin deck or something like that.
Another Vendetta. I think we might have a playset of Vendettas now. Either that or at least 3, I've acknowledged. Thrashing Wumpus. 5 mana, 3/3, pay 1. Deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. That actually seems great. Obviously 5 mana is a pretty big cost for a creature, but being able to, like, if you have 5 mana, say at least 3 of them are swamps, that's 3 damage to each creature and each player. Good for controlling the board.
Alright, we're getting to the bottom few packs here. What did we get? Another two-headed giant dragon. I almost said giant again. Oh man, that's interesting. Two-headed dragons in green and red means that we could pump it up and go with kind of a mana heavy strategy. I'm liking that. I've got an idea in my head for that. War Tax is kind of cool too. 3 mana enchantment, pay X and blue. Creatures can't attack unless they pay X for each attacking creature. Why have I never seen this card before? This is actually really good. So a lot of people in Commander play cards like Propaganda or Ghostly Prison. To be fair, you don't have to pay mana for those and they force your opponent to pay more. But this is a really good third version of that ability. Like, if you just have a few extra mana sitting around, you could even really just make it so your opponent can't attack you at all. So that's actually a pretty cool card in a Pillow 40 deck.
Oh, sweet, that's a lot. Okay. You know, it seems like we just generally got good upgrades across the board. I really want to make where Squee, Goblin, and Nabob work. How, I don't quite know yet. We'll have to find out. But thinking red-black, maybe... Honestly, I was thinking red-white. There's some weird stuff I think we can do there. But yeah, we'll have to see in the deck building phase. See what I come up with. Hopefully didn't miss anything too spicy. There's a lot of cards in this set. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the games, and we'll see what very tired Kieran has cooked up for me.
I accidentally saw my rare again, and it's a good one. We got a high market. That is excellent. And a foil War Tax. Okay, so we're getting a piece of another piece of Pillow 40 goodness. So if we want to play, you know, stall the game out kind of game with blue, we can definitely do that. High market's awesome because, like I've said in the past, I love sacrifice decks where you're sacrificing your own creatures, and high market is a land that can sacrifice your creatures and gain you a life. So very happy to see that. Very cool pickup. All right, I think it might be the last pack here. Let's see if we can pull something good. And of course, we get a 5 mana artifact that isn't very good at all. But we did get a Larceny, which is a really cool black enchantment. Really leans into a discard strategy, go wide strategy. So that is a cool card, much better than the rare we got. And then we got a foil green card. That's gonna be it for... Wait, these two cards also look the same. I wonder if this is the same person. I don't know. Anyways, that is it for Mercadian Masks. And you know what? I'm pretty happy with the pulls. We got a Bribery, we got a High Market, we got a few Pillow 40 enchantments, we got two-headed dragons. I keep saying giants every time. We might play with those today. So I might go and build a Gruul deck to kick Colin's ass. But we'll see. That's kind of... Is that gimmicky enough? Two-headed dragon, is that a gimmick? It's kind of gimmicky, right? The issue is if I do that, then I'm going to play Fireball. And Fireball is just like the most non-gimmicky card that we have access to. So I might have to reconsider that plan. Although it does sound powerful, it doesn't sound as much fun. So we'll see what we can brew up, and I'll see you guys in the deck tech.
Okay, anyways. So we ended up, I don't know, I didn't really have a really good inspiration. So I decided let's try mono red goblins, why not? I actually think it might not be as good as the Gruul deck we ran, and we totally could have ran the Gruul deck, but I wanted to bring back one of my favorite cards that we never really got to play when it was in my deck, Goblin Grenade. So the idea of Goblin Grenade is you pay 1 mana, you sack a goblin, it deals 5 damage to one target. So that ends up being quite a big punch to the face in terms of, like, you only need to deal 5 damage 4 times to kill somebody. So nothing too crazy going on here. We have some Soul Rings, we have some Mox Sapphires, we have some Mox Rubies, which is kind of our standard mana kit. We have Arms Dealer, who's new, who's 3 mana 1/1 that you can pay to sacrifice a goblin, and Arms Dealer deals 4 damage to target creature, so we have some board control if we need it. We have a Battle Squadron for a late game, which is a 5 mana ship that has flying, and its power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures you control. So it could be a late game finisher potentially, or a big threat in the air if we need other ways to close out. We've got our 2 Goblin Kings, we're running our playset of Matrons, Goblin Recruiter, Soothsayer is another one I put in. So 1 mana, 1/1, you pay 1, tap it, sacrifice a goblin. All red creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. I thought that could be handy if we build a board. We're not that great at building a board, besides everything doesn't cost a lot of mana. But yeah, we have Hammer Mage, because Hammer Mage looks hilarious, and it was also in the Masks set, but it's 2 mana, 1/1. You pay a mountain and X, tap it, discard a card from your hand, destroy all artifacts converted mana cost X or less. So that's more for if Kieran's playing a artifact-based strategy. If not, we have like a Ball Lightning in our sideboard that we can move around to get it. We have Imperial Recruiter, just another kind of grab a gobbo. Our Raging Goblin kit for the early pressure, and we threw Squee in there. You know, our goblins have their kings, but now they have their commanders, you know? So it's just a straight, really low costing gobbo kit. We have Blood Moon in case he's trying to get fancy with his lands. We have War Cadence if we need to get through later in the game, start forcing him to pay mana for each blocking creature. We have Blood Frenzy, which is kind of the nice combo with Goblin Grenade. So the idea is we would run in with like a Raging Goblin, 1/1, no big deal. Maybe he'll just let it through. I'll Blood Frenzy it, make it a 5/1, and then by the time the end of turn comes around, I'll have enough mana, which is another 1 mana, to Goblin Bomb it. So 1 attack can result in 10 damage, even though front facing it just looks like 1. So we have 3 of those. We have Lightning Bolts to kind of push for more. Of course, we have Fireballs for the late finishers. We have the Grenades, as we talked about. We threw Goblin Lore in there because you know what's a good mono red gobbo deck without Goblin Lore. We have our Commander Kings, now we need our Sages. So we're building our empire here. Besides that, we just have a ton of mountains and Mishra's Factory. Since Blood Moon will take anything offline anyways, figured we may as well just run some mountains. Sideboard is a card called Sideboard that I forgot to remove that isn't really anything. We have Ball Lightning as a swap out for the Hammer Mage. Chaos Sphere is another one, is a little anti-flying tech, I guess. Is basically creatures with flying cannot block creatures without flying. Creatures without flying can block creatures with flying. So it kind of like reverses the flying mechanic around a bit if he's going hammer. We have some Hearth Charms. I only threw these in here because it's like +1, +0 to all attacking creatures, so if we can get a board that's a 1 mana, it could result in a lot of extra punch. A Price of Progress, again, if he's trying to do fancy land stuff, we're kind of starting to hit the point where we are getting enough fancy lands that it's kind of worthwhile. A couple Red Elemental Blasts, because he hasn't played blue in a while, maybe he'll do that. A bunch of Shatters, probably one overkill, but you know, if he's playing artifacts, you can really wreck him. An extra Fireball for some spice, and then a Goblin Offensive. You know, if we want to lean more into getting a horde of goblins on the board, we can do this as well. But yeah, deck's not rocket science, so hopefully, you know, we'll give Kieran a break. He needs to rest his brain and get some sleep sooner or later. So we'll either win fast or lose fast. Yeah, alright, see you guys in the game, and let's see if we can give this guy hell.
All praise the Colossus. All praise Sir Dia. Colin's looking at me at the other screen. He'll never get it. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between. My name's Kieran, and today we are bringing back our good old friend, the Colossus of Sardia. The Colossus of Sardia is a 9 mana, 9/9 trample that does not untap during your untap phase, and you can pay 9 mana to untap the Colossus only during your upkeep. We are pairing our 2 Colossuses of Sardia with our Phyrexian Colossus, a 7 mana 8/8 that doesn't untap during your untap step. You have to pay 8 life to untap it, but it cannot be blocked by fewer than 3 creatures. So between these 3 cards and cards like our Aladdin's Ring, we are going to be able to dump our mana into high value targets that would otherwise be uncastable and unplayable in an attempt to play what I'm going to call mono green Elftron. So we're going to try a bit of Elf Tribal today as well. It's not very good. I don't have a lot of good lords. In fact, I only have 1 lord. But there is a bit of synergy in the strategy I'm trying to do. So let's go by card. We got Aladdin's Ring. Pay 8 mana, 4 damage to any target, 8 mana artifact. Very bad card normally, but with the mana we're going to get hopefully from Urza and our elves, we're going to be able to cast it ahead of schedule. Now, we also are playing Memory Jar. I think this card is ban-worthy, to be quite honest. It is disgustingly strong in our format, I believe. I personally think. Let me know in the comments if you disagree. But the fact that I can just crack this on my turn and draw 7 cards while Colin might be tapped out is just outrageous. So we're going to have that, plus we're big mana, so it really fits our theme. We're actually bringing in both our Mercadian Atlases, because, you know, we have a lot of mana, mana. We can dump this on the ground, and then if we're not playing lands, we can just draw extra cards. So why not? A big thing I was looking for in this deck was card draw, because elves as a tribe go wide like goblins, but they can be blown out by stuff like board wipe. So we want something to kind of facilitate that. Also, we have our 2 Soul Rings because big mana. For our creatures, we have an Argothian Elder. This is my Copium Elf. It's a 4 mana 2/2, but it untaps 2 lands, which means that if we can get all 3 pieces of our Urzatron, we could untap them for a total of, I think, around 12 mana or 13 mana. So that sounds like fun. Now you may be asking yourselves, Kieran, what are you putting like 13 to 20 mana into? I don't have a good answer for you, unfortunately. I don't have like a fireball payoff, and I kind of just wanted to stick to mono green, so I didn't really splash in anything. I did consider splashing into blue to do like a brain geyser-y sort of strategy, but I didn't. So if we do lose this episode, I might want to try this a deck again and maybe splash a color that will actually benefit from an X spell that actually can kill. The obvious one being Fireball, but nobody wants to play or see Fireball, so I'm gonna try to avoid it for a little bit. But we have our Colossus of Sardia. This is a 9 mana 9/9 with trample, and we can just pay 9 mana to untap it, so we can use our mana there. Eladamri, Lord of Leaves. I wish we had more than 1 copy. It is our best elf. It's a 2 mana 2/2, gives all elves forest walks. If Colin's playing green, he's fucked. And elves can't be the target of spells or abilities, which kind of hurts our strategy a bit, as you'll see in the future, but very good against Colin as well. Elvish Piper, 4 mana, 1/1, and you can tap it to put a creature from your hand into play. So this can immediately drop a Colossus of Sardia or Phyrexian Colossus onto the battlefield and get in a free swing with it because they come in untapped. That's something that's kind of better than some of those ones that, you know, will... Where the hell's the Piper? It's kind of better than some of those ones that come into play tapped and you have to untap. These ones actually do come into play untapped. So Elvish Piper will be good. Alongside, I'm going to stick up ahead to our Norwood Priestess, a 4 mana 1/1. Before you attack, you can tap her to basically, put any green creature from your hand into play. Okay, I may have made a small mistake. So we'll hopefully get an elf on the battlefield with our Norwood Priestess. Okay, we'll probably side out of this immediately because I wasn't thinking it was a green creature. Wait, is Elvish Piper? No, okay, Elvish Piper is any creature. Thank God. We have 2 Heart Wardens. It's a 2 mana 1/1, taps for a green mana, or pay 2 and sacrifice it to draw a card. I actually kind of wanted more of these, but I had to make some cuts. And we are running 26 creatures, which I think is enough. We got 4 Lalinor Elves for our ramp, 3 Lalinor Sentinels. If we have enough mana, we can actually just tutor dump 3 2/3s onto the battlefield, which, you know, isn't that bad, especially if Colin doesn't really have a big creature to deal with them. Multani's Acolytes, we got 3 of them. They're 2 mana 2/1s with Echo, so they're kind of like 4 mana 2/1s, but when they enter the battlefield, you draw a card, so they kind of replace themselves. We got the Priestess, which I am very regretful of already. Phyrexian Colossus, which is just a sick... Look at that art. I wish that cards looked like that. And we might be getting some with the Brothers War, so let's keep an eye out for that. But we also have 3 cards that fit really well in our package. 2 Quirion Rangers, and 1 Seeker of Skybreak. These guys are going to be able to untap a creature. Quirion Ranger requires you to return a forest to your hand, and Seeker requires to tap it. But these are going to be able to untap our Phyrexian Colossus and Sardia if we don't have the excess mana. We also have 2 copies of Taunting Elf, which is a really good card. It's a 1 mana 0/1. All creatures able to block Taunting Elf do so. So if Colin has a wide board with goblins, too bad. We're going to get through with all our creatures. And then we got 2 copies of Wood Elves. I thought about playing 3 copies, but I had to make cuts again. So 3 mana 1/1, when enter the battlefield, you get a forest and put it into play. So that's pretty cool. For enchantments, we got Greater Good. So we can sacrifice a creature to draw cards equal to the power and then discard 3 cards. So if we find that we kind of want to get rid of our Colossus or our Phyrexian Colossus, we could actually sacrifice them to like draw 8 or 9 cards and then discard 3, which could be a way to get some more gas. In our instant slot, we actually are bringing a card from Beta, Camouflage, which lets you basically rearrange your attacking creatures face down, and then Colin will have to block the face down creatures, and then you flip them to see what they are. So if he doesn't block like our big Colossus or something like that, like we can get in a ton of damage with that. So I thought this would be a fun card. We got 2 Invigorates, which is a 3 mana instant, give a creature +4/+4, but if you control a forest, you can give your opponent 3 life and cast it for free. So this is going to be our way to kind of get our elves over his bigger creatures if we need to, or if we have excess mana, just get in for an extra 4 damage. And then lastly, we have 2 copies of Might of Oaks, which is a creature +7/+7 till end of turn, which is going to be a lot of fun. We've got 3 copies of each of our Urzas. We've got a Yavimai's Hollow to regenerate our creatures, Nature's Resurgence, which will let us draw cards equal number of creatures in our graveyard, which could be very strong, and a Sylvan Tutor to get us into whatever we may need. This one doesn't choose green creatures, does it? Okay, thank God. I'm now nervous. I've not even read the cards. In our sideboard, 3 Tormod's Crypt if he has graveyards, Hunted Wumpus because I made that promise, and if he plays goblins, I'll bring it in. Another Taunting Elf if we feel like it is a good card to bring in. An Allurin if we feel like we're going to get a lot of cards in hand, we could just dump a ton of elves onto the battlefield. Fecundity if he's not playing a lot of go wide strategies, we can draw a lot of cards off that. Biter Silk Armor if he has creatures with flying. Choking Vines if he goes a go wide strategy. Resuscitate if he has a lot of board wipes, we can actually regenerate all our creatures. Harmony and Marshalling the Troops to tap and gain a bunch of life if he's playing an aggro deck. That is Mono Green Tron. All praise the Colossus. All praise the Colossus. All right, now Colin is intimidated. I can see it in his eyes. Wish me luck. Welcome to the Age of Lang. An undefeated. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Colin, my deck. It's probably bad.
Okay.
And I definitely made one card mistake that I definitely regret, and I hope I don't draw. But if the deck works, I'm gonna be very happy.
Beautiful. Well, I'm excited to see it because we went low to the ground and not necessarily that creative this week. So
that's all right. That's all right. That's fair. I feel like my deck's. I wouldn't say my deck is creative. It does things I've done before, but in a different way, and you'll see shortly what that means.
Okay, cool. Let's
All
not
right.
be cryptic about it.
Let's not be cryptic about it. Let's roll a 20-sided die. I'm gonna roll a 3.
I'm gonna roll a 17.
Hey, together we make a
20.
dirty 20. Yeah. All right. Well, I will pass it over to you, and Colin, you have 8 mulligan points
Damn.
to my 3, so you have plenty to work with. And I wish you the best of luck.
I wish you the best of luck, friend.
Are you gonna mulligan?
Let me take a peek.
I don't need to take a peek to tell you that I'm gonna mulligan this hand.
I can. Yeah, I'll keep this.
Ooh, the classic. I can keep this and then lose. I love to see it. All right. Okay, I'm gonna mulligan down to 6. I'm not gonna lie, this hand is not an improvement. Oh goodness. I will keep it though because I'm a little concerned. And I'm gonna have to bottom this one, unfortunately. So hopefully that doesn't screw our strategy too hard. Yeah, I think you have a pretty good chance with this hand. So best of luck.
Sweet. Thank you, sir. All right. I guess I will get us off to the races here. I'm just gonna.
Also, can I just say I
Yes.
already regret saying I was gonna stand this entire time because you guys don't know at home, but we've actually spent like, I don't know, a good portion, like 3 hours between
So we're
when I
getting close
said
to
that.
4, yeah.
When I said that, and we've had a couple of like small interstitial things happen, but yeah, I'm feeling it in my right side of my back.
It's bold because yeah, it's funny because the new setup I have is the desk closet, so I can also stand too. Do you want me to stand?
No,
No?
I want you to say I want full power, Colin. As far
Okay.
well, as full power as your headache will allow you.
Okay. I think that's probably why my deck is so simple. That being said,
It's a low cognition.
I'll play a mountain. I'll
Sure.
play a raging goblin.
Oh my god.
I'll come at you for one.
When you said low to the ground, I was gonna make a goblin joke. Hey man, it's your thing. You're allowed.
Okay.
Own your thing.
Oh,
your
my
thing.
thing. Okay.
It's not
And
simple,
2, I'll
it's
play a
just
Mock
you.
Sapphire and pass.
The most basic play. Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. Main one, that's not what I want to see. I'm going to play... I mean, I'm just going to do this because it's a play. This is going to be a fun little matchup, Colin.
Okay.
I'm going to play a forest.
Yeah.
The color I spun for this week. Did you roll red?
Yeah, I rolled red.
Okay. Maybe there's no other color coming my way. Who's to say? Maybe blue. But I will tap the forest, and I will play the archenemy of the goblin.
Oh, the elves.
The elf.
Oh, God.
I gotta play Kyrian Ranger. 1 mana, 1/1. Return a forest to my hand to untap a creature once per turn.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
And I'll pass to you.
Awesome. I will untap, upkeep, draw.
I'm gonna tell you now,
Main one.
elves not as developed a tribe as goblins. At
Yeah.
the stage of Magic.
Yeah, I'm like, I can see it coming down the line. There's a few good ones, but...
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
this
some
is-
good, really good ones, but they're like rares and uncommons that I didn't get multiple copies of.
Right. Well, I'm gonna play Goblin King. And come at you for 2.
Okay, well, I guess I'll die. I'll take 2.
Then I'll pass turn.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Things aren't looking good. I gotta try.
You have another land, right?
Yeah, I do. I actually do have another land, thankfully. But I'm gonna play Urza's Mine.
Oh dear, what have you done?
And I'm gonna tap 2 mana and cast a Heart Warden, which is a 2 mana 1/1 that taps for a green mana, or tap 2 and sack it for a card.
Okay.
And with that, I'll pass to you.
Yeah, well, oh, it sees itself then. That's how you get 2 mana. Oh, I see. Okay, got you. I see what you mean. Alright, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1.
Have you ever heard of an Elven Mine?
No. It's a little sus, honestly. I'll play a Mishra's.
Somebody got the best setup they possibly could. Holy shit.
Would you dual block? I don't know.
Oh! We now know, Colin, the power of Mishra's Factory.
Oh, yeah.
After 4 seasons.
Yeah.
The
Assembly
fact you
worker
can
gets
actually
+1/+1.
You can tap and block for 3/3.
Which is pretty
my
good.
God. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
I'll see if you do it. I'll swing in with the Goblin King and Raging Goblin. It's right there, right in front of you if you want it.
I can't. I'm gonna take.
Hmm.
Plus, you have lightning bolts and shit. You'll be able to trade.
Second main. 2, 3. Or I could go like this is better. Sorry. Can I play Goblin Matron?
Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. I can lose game 1. I'm allowed to lose game 1.
You have a 6 sideboard, right?
I do have some stuff that would help for sure.
Pulling out a Goblin King.
Sure.
In my hand.
Put it in your hand.
Yeah.
It's a good little goblin.
Then I'll pass turn to you.
Alright, I can't wait till Crank goes in the game. Untap, upkeep.
You can ban Raging Goblin, it's the one that's killing you.
Yeah. Okay. How do I want to do this? This is a bit challenging. Yeah, it's really. I'm gonna pay
did you start the
1.
timer?
Oh, I didn't. Good call. Classic.
Classic.
Time starts now. We've probably spent about 10 minutes already. So, okay, I'm gonna pay 1 green mana, 2 green mana, 3 mana, and then I'm gonna return a forest to my hand to untap this guy and tap it for 4 mana.
Damn. Okay.
And then I'm going to play the forest. I'm gonna tap that for 5 mana,
Oh my god.
and hopefully this will get me out of a bind. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna play Memory Jar.
Interesting.
And pass to you.
You would give that to me? Interesting. Some red burn in my deck? Okay.
Hey man, desperate times.
Keep draw, main 1. I forgot that I put him in the deck. Maybe I should reveal him. Maybe I'll save it for later. I don't think I'll necessarily need him right away.
Goblin King number 2.
Goblin King number 2. And then we're swinging in with the Fam Jam.
Take 9. Woo! Spicy. I don't think there's a way out of this for me, but
pass to you.
see how it goes. You're all tapped out, so other than Mishra. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, that's not bad.
To be fair, this is like probably the best case scenario for me.
This has been a pretty good hand for you for sure. I'll play a forest. Okay, how do we want this to go? Oh boy. Is there any way I can live through next attack? Block, take 6, die? Seems legit. I think I'm going to start by... I'm going to crack the memory jar.
Okay.
So sacrifice it. Each player sets their hand face down and then draws 7 cards. End of turn, discard the cards in your hand and return the cards back to the field. Oh, you didn't see that.
I saw a squirrel. It's a 1/1 squirrel, right?
It's a 1/1 squirrel, that's right. Alright, draw 7.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think it matters much for you. I'd be surprised if you had something. That's
If
not
I had a mountain, things might be a little different.
That's fair. This is not the worst set of cards in the world. I'll tap the Urza's Mine and play Soul Ring. I will pay 2 mana and I'll cast Multani's Acolyte. So it's a 2 mana, 2/1 with Echo, and when it enters the battlefield, I draw a card. That's pretty good as well. I don't think it makes that much of a difference, though, unfortunately. Yeah, and I'm gonna. Oh, Memory Jar's gone. You don't get to use it every turn. That'd be fucking insane. End of turn, I will discard my hand. This was what I had. Bloody Frenzy. Target attacking or blocking creature is +4/+0. Oh, okay. I see what you're going for. High reward. High risk. I like it. Cool. Yeah, you can throw those in the graveyard.
YOLO.
Pass to you, my dude.
Alright.
As I stayed in my draw step the entire time.
Keep draw. Anyone? It's okay. I would want to stay in my draw step too. These are all little guys.
They are quite small.
Yeah, let's go to combat and swing in with the team.
Okay, I will go 1, 1. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna die otherwise. So, yeah, we'll do this.
Okay. Before that resolves, I'm gonna lightning bolt you in the face.
Shoot. Oh, in the face.
Yep.
Well, that's kind of rude. fuck you, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna go out without a fight. I'm gonna Soul Ring, sacrifice Heart Warden.
Okay.
I'll tap it for green actually, and then I'll sacrifice. So I have a green floating. Actually, before I'm gonna fight for it.
Okay.
Turn a forest to my hand, untap the Heart Warden, and tap it for another green before I sacrifice it.
Okay.
Draw a card. This is big. This is big. I'll see you next game. All right, fair is fair. We got our ass kicked, but we do have a pretty excellent sideboard for what he has. So going over the new cards, we're bringing in the Humpted Wumpus. If I can play a 4-mana 6/6 and all he can put down is maybe a 1/1, if he's lucky, maybe like a card that can tutor a card, I think that's a pretty good trade for a 4-mana 6/6. Also, we can take out this Norwood Priestess as a bad mistake. So the Hunted Wumpus is coming in. We brought in 2 Choking Vines, which are gonna absolutely obliterate him unless he has his Lord. Okay, so I just looked it up, and you can actually target creatures that have already had blockers assigned to them with Choking Vines. So that's just going to be an additional 1 damage we can do to his small goblins. I think this is going to be an MVP if we can play it. And lastly, we brought in the Harmony of Nature and the Marshalling the Troops. These 2 cards are just going to blow him out of the water. If we can get a board of 3-4 elves, gain like 12-16 life, it's going to be really hard for him to come back out of that. So I think we have a good plan. Our hand wasn't especially good. We have Lalwanor elves and other cards to ramp us, so hopefully we can get those and shut the goblins out of their caves for good.
Alright, so we definitely drew really well. So I think I'm gonna kind of ride this out. The only change I made was I took out War Cadence for Price of Progress. So I noticed that Kieran's playing the Urza's Mines, or Urza lands, so I don't think that makes sense. Did I ban Urza's lands? I think I did. Why is he playing them? Or maybe it was when we did like the random ban thing. I don't know. Anyways, if he's playing the Urza stuff, he probably thinks he can do it anyways, whether it's banned or not. So we're gonna throw a Price of Progress in there and weaponize them against him. So it's 2 damage for each non-basic land he or she controls, which, you know, if he wants at least 3 lands, that's 6 damage, which I think is better than War Cadence. I think War Cadence would be better if it was a more creature-heavy kind of focus. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. He kind of saw what we're doing. He did not see Goblin Grenade though, which is nice, and I did save it on the off chance. Can surprise him again. But yeah, let's see if we can stick it to him for another game and come out with a quick 2-0 here.
The distinguished elves had had enough of you cave people. We will come into your mines and take all the valuable ore for ourselves.
Oh, I thought you said come into my mines. I'm like, what?
Gonna come into your mines?
I was like, what is happening? I know you're tired, man, but what the heck?
Those are some elves. You know what I'm saying?
This is some whack elves, my dude.
I'm gonna be going first, so...
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'd rather go first than the aggressive aggro deck.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're making me less sure every time you ask, but...
Are you...
Colin, my hand's not good.
It's okay, mine's pretty good.
Got a mulligan.
I'm gonna keep.
Oh, that's so fucking risky. Holy shit. Oh man, I can't keep this hand. I can't keep this hand. There's no fucking way, dude. Yeah,
but could it be really good is the question.
It could, but I'm not gonna fucking risk it. Alright, we're gonna go down to 5 here. Dude, I've just been getting sack shit fucking hands. Holy moly.
Well, you know what we did though, right?
What?
You know, the Cult of Croft really rallied a couple games
is
ago.
that what's happened?
And
You
there's this
hacked
term
my
this
system?
term in hockey called puck luck,
Puck
Where
luck.
some things just kind of happen and it's good for you. And when the puck's not on your side, you're not getting the bounces.
Are you saying I've been having puck luck for the last 3 seasons?
Yes. Every single win, totally not my fault.
Okay. That's what a true leader would say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use a mulligan point, go back up to 7.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Dude, it just keeps it's hard to explain just how bad luck. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm aware that 9 of my lands are colorless. Actually 10 of my lands are colorless.
Oh my god.
But I should be able to get at least one fucking forest in my hand, right?
Right.
You'd think I can't keep this. I need to have a good hand or I'm gonna lose. So I'm gonna go back down to 6. This is unbelievable. This is actually unbelievable. I can't keep this hand either.
Oh no. Is it another
Back-
mulligan
We're
point?
going back to 5, dude.
Oh my
I only have
God.
2 mulligan points left. I really don't want to use them all. I'm actually kind of impressed how balanced those have been. You need to use yours more.
I mean, the time I did use them, it didn't pay off. But I
That's
genuinely have gotten 2 good hands in a row.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's no reason to not.
I'm getting like 1 land hands. Like,
How
don't get
many
me wrong.
lands do you have in your deck?
I'm only,
you
I'm
don't
only
have to tell
running.
me,
I'm
but-
running 18 lands, which is not a lot. But I have a bunch of low mana, 1 mana cards, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like I'd even take 1 green mana and like 6 other cards. But I'm
Damn.
getting all my Urzas every time. All right, we're gonna go to 4. Okay.
Hope people in
this
the comments
hand-
land-based me, or land-based you like they land-basted me about land selection.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think mine's
18's
okay.
low.
18's low, but my deck is not a high mana. I mean,
Mm,
it has a few high mana cost cards, but that's for a reason.
Yeah.
I'll show you at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But can I keep a 4? I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna go 1, 2. Let me know in the comments. Would you bottom this one or this one? I see the argument. Part of me wants to keep this one. Maybe I should keep this one. It's just if I draw more of this, I'm going to feel bad about not keeping this. Whereas this doesn't really have that problem. My heart's telling me to put this at the bottom. All right, 4 mana. Let's fucking go.
4 mana in hand.
Or no, sorry. 4
I was like,
cards in hand. No,
what?
I haven't slept. I would like to remind the audience.
Yeah.
Untap, upkeep, main 1, forest,
Mm-hmm.
Lawanor Elves, pass.
Okay. Tap, upkeep, draw, main 1.
Ruin my day, daddy.
Mountain, Soul Ring.
I
Pass.
thought you were gonna lightning bolt my Lawanor Elves.
Get out of here.
You did not need a soul ring, Jesus Christ. Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. That is not what I need to see. Main 1, power plant.
Mm-hmm.
Heart Warden, swing for 1 in combat.
Take the 1.
Pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
We can rebuild.
main
We can
1.
rebuild. I believe. Lane gang.
You're off to a much better
Lane
start.
gang, we got it. Oh yeah, no, this is 100% better. I just need to draw gas at this point.
Play a mountain.
And hope you don't have any.
I guess I can do it like this actually. Play a Goblin Matron.
Okay. Raging Goblin.
Find a Goblin Matron.
Oh, okay. You know, that gives me some hope.
Pass.
That's like the slow play. That's the slow goblin play.
That
That's
is
the
slow
greedy goblin play.
Yeah.
Untap, upkeep. I kind of thought you would have just gone right for the king.
Just go for the king. What if I have
yeah.
both kings in my hand?
But then I'm fucked. Draw for turn. Oh my god. Well, I can safely say God didn't want me to win today's game. This is not anywhere close to good.
No mana.
It's not even no mana. I'll
And
tell
then
you
you have
after.
the Heart Warden. That's a good card.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm gonna go combat and actually swing for 1.
Take 1.
That was good. I'll pass to you.
Why keep the Lawanor Elf? Oh,
Just to keep you nervous.
keep me spooked.
So we have the third land
Play a
up.
mountain.
Yeah,
Up
the
to
third land up.
5 mana.
The only difference is you're 4 cards up on me.
Yeah.
It's okay. If you recall, I have beaten you with a very deficient land. Remember I went down to I think 5 or 4 or something, and I ended up winning that one. Although that was
true.
with like Sylvan Liber, Alexander. Or
I was
something
gonna
like.
say you had a lot of.
Yeah.
Here comes the
look at
Goblin
him.
King.
I'm so glad he's here.
2 more mana, hey?
I think I won't giant growth the fuck out of you. Come get me.
If you want to giant growth the matron, go for it.
It's a 2.
Pass turn.
Alright. I would giant growth the matron, by the way.
Really?
100%. Dude, it's just keeping goblins off the board. That's like the name of the game right now.
Right.
Untap,
Stomp them to the ground.
upkeep, draw.
Boil and mash and put them in a stew.
This isn't actually the worst. So let's go 1, 2, 3 wood elves to get a forest into the battlefield.
Okay. Wood elves are good.
I'm happy to trade with the Goblin King, I think, so I'm gonna pass to you.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1, play another mountain.
I know there's a fireball, at least one fireball in my future.
Goblin matron.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can stop there, by the way. You can stop. Like,
Gonna find a Goblin King.
Yeah, no, you don't have to play him, though.
And I'm gonna play the Goblin King. And then I'm gonna come in the matron and a king.
I'm gonna take 6.
Holy, okay. Sick.
I have a very soul. I mean, what am I gonna do? Like,
Pass.
trade with the matron? I can't even trade with the matron. I can't trade with either of them.
Next turn. 1 turn clock, friend.
I think just... this is such a big risk. I'm gonna sack the Heart Warden to draw a card at the end of your turn. By tapping itself.
Damn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay.
Holy moly.
Pay 2 mana, play a Multani's Acolyte to draw a card. That's kind of fun. It's not good, but it's funny. It's actually not bad. It's not bad, but it's not good. And then I'll play a Kirin Ranger with Valinor Elf mana. I'll pass to you. God, I have like a couple sideboard cards that if I were to draw them would actually take me out of the situation pretty well. But they're not coming. And I have 2 bricks the size of the fucking Isle of Britain in my hand.
I think we push for it with this squad.
Push for what? Push for what? Don't say that to me. You have lethal? I know you have those fucking +4/+0 cards in your hand too. Yeah.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
You do. You have 4 of them in your deck.
Who says I have a playset?
I'm gonna need I'm gonna need a Zevia for this.
I just want to see what you do.
Zevia, the official drink of Team
I
Life.
don't think, even if I don't kill you, I don't think you're gonna come out in a good position. Unless you have like fog or something.
That would be pretty sick. I wish I had sideboarded that.
Fog would be really good.
I think I'm gonna have to hope you don't. You fucking have lightning bolt. There's no way you don't have lightning bolt.
Lightning bolts, blood frenzies,
Oh,
fireballs.
I don't care about the fireball right now. The fact you have at least 1 to 2 ways of disrupting this combat. I actually don't care about the blood frenzy. Like, that's just gonna do more damage to me. The lightning bolt can actually fuck my blocks pretty bad. I mean, I have to try to. Oh, you have lightning bolt. You got lightning bolt. There's no good way out of this. Okay, so hang on. You got 3, 6.
They're all 3s.
You have lethal. You have lethal on board. So I need to block. If I block one of them and you have the card that you probably have in your hand, then I'm dead. So I need to block 2 of them, which means that I'm going to be taking 10 damage. And if you have lightning bolt, I'm dead anyways. So I have to block 2 of them or I'm going to die for sure. So we're gonna go Goblin King. We're gonna go. The issue is I need to be able to do stuff next turn. Goblin King.
You have Valinor elves.
I do have Valinor elves, barely.
It says you're gonna get another turn though.
I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
That's pretty greedy.
Pretty greedy. I need to at least take out one of your Goblin Kings or there's 0 chance I survive into the next round. I need that 4th mana.
So you're taking 3 more damage to kill a Goblin King. I think that's pretty greedy. Personally, I see where you're coming from, but
I don't get to the turn after your next turn unless I kill one of your Goblin Kings. That's the simple truth of the matter.
You don't have faith in your draws?
If you have Lightning Bolt, like, I'm gonna get super punished. Actually, if you have Lightning Bolt and that card, I'm dead, so it doesn't matter. If you have Lightning Bolts, yeah, I'm committing to these. Punish me.
Okay. Gonna Blood Frenzy one of the matrons. That gets through.
Yeah,
So
Blood Frenzy the other one for game.
No. That's
Lightning Bolt
combat,
for
so
game?
you kill Goblin King.
Holy shit. I did not expect that to happen.
And then you take 7? Or, no, 7 plus 3 is 10.
Yeah, I take 10, I go to 2. Now you lightning bolt me, or you fireball me.
Second main phase, I fireball you.
Yeah, there it is.
Because I just couldn't do it at instant speed. Or, actually, you know what? I have a cooler way.
Okay, sure. Goblin bomb me.
Oh, damn, there is Goblin Bombs in this deck. I'm gonna play Place of
You've never
Progress
played
and
that
kill
card?
you with my Urza's power plant.
Nice. It was the top of my
You
deck.
sophisticated elves.
Oh god. If you had, fuck. That's funny. This is what I had in my hand, just bricking me.
Oh, interesting.
They bricking me into the goddamn ground.
Why did you keep those?
They're the only. I didn't. I only had one.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
drew
even
two.
have. I drew into 2 of them. Yeah.
That's rough. Okay.
Yeah, dude. I went to 4. I swear to God, we can watch the recording back. All my hands were either 1 land, and not a green mana. So like either a Tron land or whatever, or my hands were like a Tron land and another Tron land, and then like a soul. Like I had my first hand was like a Soul Ring and 2 Tron lands. There's no green mana, so if I didn't draw a fucking forest, I was fucked. Like I need to have at least 1 green mana in my deck to do anything in this deck.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and then this hand, the 4 was the Lawanor Elves, the Forest, the Urza's Power Plant, and the Heart Warden. I am kind of regretful, and I'm sure the comment section will burn me for this, but this was the other land choice I had access to, was Yavimaya Hollow. So Yavimaya Hollow
that would've been
was tap a green regenerate a creature, and that would have fucking at least bought me 1 more turn, I think, this game.
Yeah.
But my theory behind it, before I get fucking roasted in the comments, was if I put Urza's power plant to the bottom and then I draw into other Urza's pieces, it feels so bad because I have to build up to 3.
Yeah.
Whereas if I keep 1 Urza's piece, I can at least have the chance of building into more.
I'm surprised. I would feel like I would just need, like, basically if you beat me in the early game, I lose no matter what.
Well, so I
yeah.
actually had a lot of outs this game. So
Yeah.
I had I got 2 of those fucking Mercadian atlases, by the way.
Oh, really? That's
So
funny.
I'm playing both of them.
That's
But
hilarious.
the one card I promised I would play if you were playing goblins,
Yeah.
in my hand, Haunted Wumpus.
Hunted Wampus?
Which actually would have been really
my
good.
God. Yeah, honestly.
In
would've
this
been,
game,
yeah.
it would have been blocking your Goblin Kings, no problem.
Yeah, easy.
But I got it just 1 turn too late. What did you got? You got your 3 Moxes, your 4 Moxes, yeah. You got the Arms Dealer, nice. Battle Squadron, 5 mana. That's pretty,
Yeah, I thought it was just funny.
yeah, that's a fun one.
Oh,
You got
the other thing
Imperial
too
Recruiter.
was, so the Goblin army has their matrons and their kings, but now they have their commander in Squee, and they have their airship in
you
the
got
battle
it,
squadron.
sweet. Nice. Dude, and actually Imperial Recruiter is really good in that in your deck.
Oh yeah,
Because that's
had
just another
Imperial
matron.
Recruiter in the Cruel version too.
Nice. Yeah, that's just another matron, basically.
Yeah, and the matrons are like so good. If I get one, it's just like cool. I don't have to worry about getting bodies anymore. Like that's my
Yeah.
card draw basically.
Totally. No, your deck's solid, dude. I definitely think this is probably one of your strongest, more aggressive builds for sure.
I think it's also the Goblin Soothsayer is such like I don't understand the art at all.
Oh yeah, that's just a freaky card. And that's it. With 1 swift victory, Colin 2-0'd me into oblivion. Truly, the Mercadian mask smiles upon you, Colin.
Gotta go fast, as
Yeah,
Sonic says.
that's true. Sonic does say that. Weird tangent, but okay. Next set is Nemesis. I think I looked it up, and I was just telling you, yes, that's a set I really know very little about. I literally don't think I could name a single card from it. If you put a gun to my head,
Sweet.
I'd have to like take a roll of it and
We'll
hope
be
that-
in the same boat.
yeah. We're definitely entering territory of like weird old cards that aren't old enough for to be iconic, but aren't new enough
Right.
for me to have played them. So,
Is it like a Phyrexian thing or like?
I think the Weatherlight is going against Phyrexia. Like I think we're gonna get
Right.
cards like Phyrexian Arena, for example, soon.
Oh, okay.
Those sorts of cards. So there will be cards we recognize 100%. I
Sweet.
just don't know offhand what is in Nemesis.
Right.
It
Okay.
was just like in this set, like the fact that like Black Market was in this set. I I had no idea
who
Arcadian Mask was
fucking
when it came
knows?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's gonna be a lot of cards where we've seen the modern border version of, but
Hmm.
this is actually where it actually was printed
Okay.
first. So.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun, and I think the power level of the games have been getting more and more.
Oh,
fun.
for sure. Like,
It's
the
definitely
fact-
beats like the dark.
oh yeah, like, I mean, the only reason why like the Goblin deck works now is because it can go like fast, and like
Yeah.
this isn't even like, you know, like it's not even close
isn't
to
even my
modern or
final
standard
form.
turbo fast, but like it's fast enough that I don't start top decking basically.
True.
Like I can
That's
win the
true.
game before the top deck starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's true. I think we're getting to the point where our old powerful cards can synergize with the new powerful cards in a really good way. So.
Or even sometimes the new common cards.
That's true. But yeah, we're gonna be doing Nemesis and then I think Invasion or something after that. And I don't know. I don't know. Part of me, I think there's like one other block after that where it's like Onslaught and Judgment and stuff, and then after that we get to Maraudon and,
Right.
and then Kamigawa.
The fun ones.
Yeah, and then Ravnica.
That's gonna be a special one for us. We gotta figure out something special to do for Ravnica.
Oh yeah, for sure. Somebody had a good idea of like spinning the wheel, but the wheel is the guild instead of the color.
Ooh, that'd be kind of
So,
fun.
I think that would be
I'm
good.
into that.
Yeah. Maybe we
Watch
could
us
even
both
spend.
get like Azorius or something.
True. We could even spend a couple episodes, or an extra episode or two in Ravnica.
Maybe we can do like a live stream or something. Like what
Yeah,
if we did
or
like a
like
sealed Ravnica live stream where it's like
Okay.
separate from our collection or something.
We could do that, or if we wanted to, we could take the Ravnica cards and do like start a fresh collection with the Ravnica and do all three of those sets, and then end it by coming back with it into our collection and doing something there or something.
Okay.
We can figure it out.
Yeah.
It'll be
But
fun. But
let us know in the comments too if there's any cool ideas for Ravnica, even though it's gonna be in like a
Ravnica
year or something.
specifically.
Yeah, Ravnica only. No other set is special.
That's true. To be honest, I think the idea of like extending a season by an episode or two by just like having more time in a set in some capacity would be interesting. So let us know if that's something you guys would be interested in.
Yeah.
And also would buffer out the time between the band episodes.
Oh,
which take
totally.
fucking forever.
Yeah, it
so.
could give us some more time to figure those out.
Yeah.
We're
10
really
episode seasons or
raising the
something.
bar a little every time with those, and it's
That's
becoming
true.
problematic. We're only 2 people.
That's true. And also, let us know. Here's a fun. I pitched a fun idea to Colin earlier. A stupid idea, a truly dumb idea, but you know, you gotta live to dream sometimes. How would people in the comment section and our community feel about any sort of live or real card progression series, I guess you could say? I'm not saying we're gonna like start a second progression series in tandem with this one and go all the way back to like alpha, because neither Colin nor I have $300,000 to spend on a
We
box
might
of
need some
alpha.
community support for that.
Yeah, it's true. But there are, you know, with proxies, there are ways we could incorporate alpha beta cards into our pools in a real life sealed event. I imagine we'd probably do some more like live streamy stuff with it. But you know, some of the older boxes like the Dark and forgot it, or fucking what's it called, Fall into Kingdoms or whatever. I don't even remember the name of the bad sets. I've blocked them from my memory. Fallen Empires. You know, they're not cheap, but they are like, if we
They're-
started to get interest,
Yeah.
we could foreseeably afford to put some money that we don't currently have in this series into that.
It
So,
could be, yeah. I mean, it's like within the realm of possibility. Is a
it's
good way to put
definitely
it.
in the realm of possibility. So let us know, how would you like to see like a live stream opening of old school packs or new school packs, and doing some sort of progression-y thing like that, or something altogether different. Let us know if you guys have any other ideas, because you know, we're happy to experiment, just like we did with the What If series, which I still want to go back to. I want to do a second season of What If at some point, and I would like to do we still need to do that Commander live stream with the What If Commanders. I think
It's
that
true.
would be a
What
lot
if
of fun.
Commanders? We're behind on Commander streams too, because we have to do one for season 3 as well.
Yes, we do. Yes, so we might have to. Maybe we should take a hiatus of a week or two to do a couple live streams.
Yeah, exactly. I think too, like schedule wise, we've both been quite
Oh yes.
cumbersome as of late, which is good because that means we both are getting opportunities outside of this, and our lives are, you know, some exciting things are happening in our lives. But we are indeed hoping to nail down some sort of schedule again.
Yeah.
as things calm down a bit. as deadlines pass.
I would very much like to continue this channel and the community, so let us know what you think in the comments. And we are here to serve ourselves. No,
Oh my god.
Anyhow, we here at Filthy Casuals continue to untap, unkeep, undraw, and be terribly inefficient. We will continue to tip our cards in a horizontal position, and we very much hope that you'll continue to tip in a horizontal position with us. And here's a horizontal position. Sex tip. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa. Whoa.
See how I tied it in with the beginning of the episode?
I was gonna say. So we're starting a second series.
I'm really
Kieran's
tired.
tips.
We here at Filthy Casuals continue to traverse the multiverse. Today we are back on the Weatherlight with those assholes. that
Hey, the homies,
can't-
man. The homies.
You think they're homies? I think they're assholes. They can't do anything right.
It's true.
You're a squee guy though.
Yeah. Team Squee.
It's true.
We show
But-
up for Squee.
Who knows what New Horizons will bring. My name is Kieran,
My name's Colin.
and we will see you in the next episode. Bye.
Just the tip of Kieran.
Oh no. Oh, I can't put that in the episode.
Good luck cutting around that.